It has been more than a decade since Kosovo declared its independence from Serbia. The illegal separation was aided by the instability that was orchestrated by the NATO alliance. The territory of Kosovo did not have any claim to form a separate entity after the Ottomans ceded Kosovo to Serbia and Montenegro. This happened after the former's defeat in the Balkans War. Well, the separation has been hard on Serbian minorities in Kosovo. An attempt to reunify the two entities has now picked up the pace, but the so-called democracies of the West are not very keen on supporting Serbia's sovereignty. Hello and welcome to TFIGlobal, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Vedika. Let's begin. The establishment of the Association of Serb Municipalities, proposed by Serbia and Kosovo, has been rejected by Kosovo President Vjosa Osmani, reiterating that she would support them if they did not have executive powers. It is in no one's favor to have the Republic of Srpska in Kosovo, she quoted, referencing the Serb entity. She believes it will destabilize the country. However, how could a small and scattered minority destabilize the nation? You see, Serbia enjoys solid backing from Russia, and the West-led NATO backs Kosovo just to counter Russia in the region. As a result, Kosovo has been recognized by nations of the likes of the US and Germany, while on the other hand, countries like India, China, and Russia do not recognize the entity. The Kosovan president is a mouthpiece for NATO and the West. The Kosovan leaders are seen as nothing more than the strategic pieces for NATO to keep the area destabilized so that the Western nations could maintain their arms sales. The Kosovan leaders do not take into account the needless suffering of thousands of its citizens due to the destabilized nation. There has long been an environment of prejudice against the Serbian Christian minorities in Kosovo that often tend to become the target of the majority populace. You see, Serbia has already implemented similar arrangements in Bosnia and Herzegovina to protect the minority populace, tracing their ethnicity to Serbia. The Kosovo president, in order to avoid backlash, said that she could allow the entity in a country without executive powers. However, how could an organization work for the betterment of its people without having executive powers? It would be nothing but a bunch of people discussing policy only to be undermined by the majority of the nation. No matter what one says, Kosovo needs to reunify with Serbia to stabilize its politics. The reunification of parts of Ukraine with Russia after the recent referendum has fueled the call for Serbian reunification as well. However, it must be based on peace and negotiations. But it is highly unlikely that NATO would allow the Kosovans to get back with Serbia without war unless the Kosovan leaders decide to do so.